I was okay. This is the last part of the dunes. It cannot be so big. And instead, it was even bigger. I'm a rally raid driver, which is a very specific area of rally. Basically, our rally are very long, at least 5 days, and Dakar is double of it. This year was 13 stages. Well, basically, we race through a lot of kilometers and a lot of different landscape, and it's very challenging and adventurous, I would say. It was complicated because I know the discipline by my father because he was a biker racer too. And he did 3 Pharaohs rally and the Dakar was his dream. I brought him to the Dakar for the first time in 2022 and let's say I achieved our dream. Dakar wants always to cut the legs to the people when they can. So they put you through a lot of stony areas, so you break the car. And the next day you go to the dunes, you get stuck. And the next day after, you go again in the stones, so you break again the car. They won't break you. The car, physically, mentally, whatever, it's the most tough race in the world and they won't make you understand that. So we have a fireproof under race suit and a fireproof race suit. For the hydration is very important. Usually I prefer use a salt pill because they don't have taste. And in the dunes, I feel pretty bad, usually. Like even in Abu Dhabi, the first day I had seasickness, which is normal in the dunes. I try to avoid things that have a flavor. And then you need to eat and drink a lot. We have in the car 3 liters Camelback, and we drink during the whole day. So this year I had the chance to be trained by a psychologist, a mental coach. We trained the concentration most of the time and to build a very good routine that helped me to be like focused and I would say centered in what I'm doing. Every morning, every night, it was the same things to do and he helped a lot actually because you enter in this mental stage that you are doing always the same and it's like living as a military. For Dakar, I'm very anxious. I'm scared to don't be ready enough, that I didn't work out enough. All the fears come out before starting, but once you are starting, you just won't finish and you just won't complete your work. Yes, definitely. I would say that when it's only one type of terrain, it's easier because the stage is going to be almost every the same. But when it's mixed and you have a lot of rocky area and then start the dunes and then start again the rocks and then again the dunes, it's kind of complicated because the middle part where the terrain is changing, it's a very tricky one because it's not sand, it's not rocks, but you can break everything basically. The challenging things is the concentration because the first 100 kilometers in the dunes are okay. You are feeling okay. But then you start in this like mental state where it's all the same and you cannot really see the end of the stage and you start to commit some mistakes and you lose concentration, you get stuck. It's very challenging. So the first day of the chrono stage was pretty good. We were in a very good position and we started pretty early in the morning. After 1 hour, we crossed one car, a T1, so it's the category bigger than mine, that got stuck in the dunes. To get out of this position, he decided to don't wait us to pass, but to go on the opposite direction of race, which is actually not a thing that you should do. He took out our wheel, like completely. He went down to the dunes and we were like stuck in 50-meter dunes probably more. And this guy just went away. It was pretty that moment. I'm glad I'm alive on this side. The hard drop has one part that we missed it for repairing. It was the last part we missed it to make it go Dakar, and they hard dropped it with an helicopter, like Amazon. No, honestly, no. I worked so much and so hard to get here. The first Dakar I was without my mother, and I ate very, very bad. And this had a very big consequences over my performance, over my body. I lost a lot of weight. I couldn't keep up on the concentration and on the speed during the day. So this year I called my mother and she cooked for me. It should be a race violation have an Italian to cook, but he was pretty damn cool. I was scared to mess it up. I was really scared. I was going slow. I was going the first, I would say 50 kilometers. I was going very bad, very slow, not comfortable in myself as a driver because I was just scared of whatever I could have done if I had a problem. It took me some kilometers to calm down and to say, okay, we are here, so we need to drive. We cannot leave pace to anxiety or to the fears, you know. I work with a mental coach all the last months about this, and this is exactly what happened in the last stage. I will keep fighting until I achieve what I want to achieve, and now it's very clear. This year I really understood that I want to win. It's what every single driver wants, win. So if we don't think we can win, we don't race. Well, actually, in every races, I send a couple of messages about the race, about how it went or what problem we had. The OnlyFans community is actually asking a lot of questions, like very smart. For example, a lot of guys ask me what was the strategy, or if it was normal get seasickness. So they are really interested in the outcome of the races and how to prepare those. So it's a pretty great community. To be strong, not physically but mentally, because it's gonna be hard. It's gonna take all of you and you are gonna sacrifice a lot of the things you love. But if something that you really want, you are gonna make it. Yes, OnlyFans racing is more fire than anything else.